Ladies and gentlemen, this is Charles Reaper bringing you the most latest indie games. Today we have this title called Bang Bang Barrage from a Chinese developer Monkey Bread with famous publisher Spiral Up. It's still in the demo stage. If you like roguelikes, especially Brotato, this is the game you cannot miss. And the art style is kind of like flat design plus minimalist cartoon. If you're looking for references, I would give you Push Me Pull You from House House and Among Us, sort of like party games with co-op gameplay. Alright, let's get into it, and this is my first time playing it. And looks like we've got a collection system here. Different categories, characters, skins, enemies, events, ships, super clean layout, and honestly, I love having a place to track all the stuff I've discovered. Weapon selection. Oh, okay, so aside from the pistol, all other weapons are locked for the full version. And just like Brotato, each character starts with different buffs and traits, which adds a lot of reply value right off the bat. I can also pick different color skins, and the entire UI theme changes to match the skin. That's such a nice touch. Feels super polished and well integrated. And we have boats. I haven't seen any gameplay buffs tied to them yet. Looks like they're mostly cosmetic for now. But honestly, still super cool. If you're into loadout aesthetics, that's your jam. And starting off on a calm sea. And green hands rising from the depths. Yikes, kind of gross. And the shooting feels surprisingly solid. Really satisfying hit feedback. And there's also a slight aim assist going on. Helps a bit with tracking, especially if you're on controller, but at the same time, there's a bit of wind up before each shot, so you do need to lead your targets, especially if they're moving. And there's also a combo system going on, but I'm not entirely sure what buffs it gives just yet. Gotta test that out later. Oh, and movement is unique. You don't control your direction directly. You actually have to shoot to generate recoil and push yourself around. Super creative, but takes a bit to get used to. Okay, some of those green arms are holding diamonds, but they don't magnet to you automatically. You've got to get close to pick them up. And we are into the night. Oh, I'm out of ammo. But I can still drift backward. And so maybe I'm... Oh, oops, didn't react in time. I'm drowned. Got pulled under by those creepy hands. Brutal. Okay, looks like I've cleared about a quarter of the level so far. There are still 2 more checkpoints ahead. And in the store, lots of fancy weapons to choose from here. It looks like I can unlock this one. Gives me 3 extra lives. That's huge. And cost 100 gold though. Alright, one more solid run and I should have just enough. And here we have another event. Y-axis teleport. Okay, so the top and the bottom are lighting up. Oh, that's how teleport works. So instead of bouncing off the borders, you actually teleport from one end to the other. Alright, I'm heading for that red heart. And you instinctively want to shoot towards it, but that pushes you the opposite way. Totally caught me off guard. Had to flip my thinking real quick on that one. And I really loves it. And I really love it when game messes with your muscle memory like that. Okay, ship just showed up. Let's see what kind of buffs we've got. Alright, we've got Bloody Combo, Lightweight, and Reload Combo. Bloody Combo feels like a double-edged sword. You only get the perks once you get hurt. It's kind of risky. And Lightweight too, kind of violent if you're not fully in control. So right now I'm really focused on ranking up score and gold to unlock new characters. So I'm gonna go with Reload Combo. The Magnetic Cursor event. And looks like my gun's got a magnet attached to it. It automatically pulls me toward wherever I'm aiming. Honestly, it kind of resets your natural dodge instincts. And all of a sudden, movement feels way more fluid. You're not fighting the recoil anymore, you're riding it. The magnet doesn't just lock onto enemies either. You can also aim into empty space to reposition. Yeah, I'm gonna hold off on buying for now. I don't have enough diamonds yet, and it looks like you only get one purchase per loop. See, once you're out of bullets, you can pull the bolt to shift your position. It actually doubles as a movement tool, but here's the catch. Every time you reposition like that, you have to reload right after. So make sure you're dashing into a spot that gives you at least 2 seconds to breathe. And if not, the constant movement plus the shrinking safe zones will have you scrambling, and you'll end up burning through your already limited HP real fast. Okay, pirate icon just popped up at the bottom. So enemy level are kind of falling into 3 tiers now. First, you've got the basic green hands and they're stationary. Then the purple and the red hands, they're actively lunge at you. And then the pirates, they shoot. I just picked up the buff that triggers a shockwave for a few seconds. It pushes you back if you're about to collide with an enemy. Super handy actually, especially when things get hectic. And pirate attacks also have a wind-up. They show you a targeting line before they fire, and that window is actually pretty generous. So with good timing, you can dodge or reposition safely. Oh, and watch out for these flowers. When you destroy them, they release a cross-shaped shockwave. And heads up, the shockwave doesn't damage enemies, only you. So yeah, don't count it on crowd control. And let's see what we have this time. Bullet dynamites plus 1 pistol bullet speed increased recoil. Sweet. Now the enemy count and variety are slowly ramping up. The whole space is getting a lot more crowded. I really have to stay sharp now. Be quick, but at the same time, having precise movement. I would say at this point, sticking to a corner might seem like the safe play because it gives you some cover, lets you manage angles. But here's the catch, enemy can still spawn right next to you. And if that happens when you're out of ammo and you end up being stuck in a corner with no room to recoil. So I guess it's a balance. You want control, but you can't get too comfortable. The game loves to punish that. And big pirate coming soon. I'm guessing this is our first boss fight. Okay, first thing first, I need to clear out these hands to make sure I've got enough breathing room. The big pirates definitely fires way faster than the small ones. And I just realized if you get a kill from super close range, you actually get a bonus to your score. And that kind of risky reward incentive. Okay, right now, the right side of the map is pretty open, so I'm gonna hang out there. It gives me more room to line up long-range shots and a little margin for mistakes if things go south. And here we go. Wow. When you beat the boss, all the remaining enemies burst into fireworks and just vanish. Such a nice touch. Super satisfying and absolutely deserves a shout out. Love that kind of design polish right there. Oh, looks like we have entered a bonus stage. Every single hand is holding diamonds. Let's go. It's payday, baby. Absolute loot fiesta. Alright, we got enough diamonds stocked up. Let's try out this pricey upgrade. Bullet shatter plus extra storage. So the shop sells 4 items. I think we've already passed the halfway mark, so I think it's a good time to invest. Give us more flexibility in the late game. But here's the problem, my HP is very low, and I hate those flowers that shoot cross-shaped shockwaves. I still haven't fully mastered the recoil movement. And those things punish you hard if you're timing is even slightly off. And yep, there it is. Took another hit. I'm down to 1 heart. Okay, I seriously need to find some healing. Fast. If you're asking me the chances of surviving the full run, I would say not looking great right now. Okay, great. And now we've got night mode to make things worse. Alright, I give up. So this whole 3C setup definitely needs more time to master. We're talking about tight control, faster reaction, and smart positioning at all once. And yeah, it also depends a lot on RNG, like if you get something like Magnet Cursor, it plays way more in your favor. So now I've got over 300 gold. Time to unlock that new character. With this, I'll have up to 6 lives, which massively boosts my survival. Well, didn't exactly start off strong. Okay. And now we've got the chainsaw event. Oh my god, it's the most mentally taxing one I've seen so far. It seriously cuts down your movement range, forcing you to stay boxed into one of these corners. And the worst part, you sometimes have to recall dodge before you finish shooting, and just to avoid the chainsaw, which breaks your combo chain. And I don't think I've tried out the multiplayer mode yet, but from what my friends told me, the difficulty drops quite a bit in co-op, and points are shared across the team. So far, as for my personal take, I'd highly recommend this game, especially if you're into roguelikes with strong movement mechanics. And this is the kind of game you can sink 30 minutes to an hour into every day and just fully immerse yourself in the flow. So first off, the overall art style is super clean, and even when there are tons of objects and enemies on screen, it never feels visually overwhelming. I mean, sure, you'll feel the pressure, but not because your eyes can't keep up. What I mean is, the game's usability and UI design already feel incredibly polished, and it's way beyond what I expected from a demo. And they use shape, color blocks, and smart highlighting to help you instantly distinguish what is what. And the overall color palette is just beautifully balanced. Oh, so there's also a poison gas effect. Let's see how this works. So you don't actually take damage the moment you enter the toxic area. There's a short delay. I'm guessing it's around 3 to 4 seconds, which means you can totally dash through poison zones if you're quick enough. No need to panic or avoid them entirely. Just plan your pass and move with purpose. And you know, when it comes to gameplay, the most impressive part is definitely this counterintuitive movement system. I mean, using recoil to dodge goes against what most players are used to, and that's exactly what makes it stand out. And placing your character on a tiny boat in the middle of the ocean makes that design feel totally natural. The movement system isn't just clever, it makes sense in context. And it definitely gives you a hard time the early game, but the devs doing a great job balancing that out with well-paced events and enemy pathing to make sure you can get used to it step by step. Okay guys, that's gonna wrap up this video. If you enjoyed the content, don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about this game, or just share your experience. And hey, if you're a game dev or you'd like me to check out and share your game, please don't hesitate to reach out. And this is Charles Reaper, and I will see you next time. Peace.